So now we're going to discuss how to roll a guy's wrist and trap his arm underneath. I'm going to reach under, I'm going to grab his wrist, pull it in close, I'm going to roll it. Now if you notice, this is important, I don't want to pull his wrist to me. Keep your wrist where it is, don't let me move it. Instead, I'm going to pry his body forward. In order to do that, when I grab it, I'm going to roll over my knuckles and my forearm is going to put pressure on the back of his arm and lift him up. So again, here I am, I grab the wrist, I'm now coming out to the side, my forearm's coming up, I'm leaning forward, his whole body moves forward, and now I've got his arm trapped here. He's got this arm out now. Now I'll jump over to the other side, grab this one, let go here, and continue doing this drill. He puts this arm out, boom, I grab it, roll it, boom. And if you see, we're moving him forward. Each time we're getting him a few inches further forward. That's how we roll a wrist from when he's flat. Now, we can use this same concept from the base. Come up here for a moment. And this is going to be very important from when I'm in my backpack position and I'm looking for 2-on-1 tilts. Now, if I get a 2-on-1 tilt, great, I'm going to be able to score here. But what do I do if he quickly elbows inside and boxes me out? So if I'm boxed out on one side, but I have a 1-on-1 on the other side, I can use that same wrist roll idea to trap him underneath. Right here. Try to get back to your base now. If you see where my arm is, my weight is very heavy here on the top of him. So there's no way can you do a push-up with his hand? It's just trapped underneath him, he can't get out. If my weight is too far up here, now he'll do a push-up and he'll get back out. I've got to make sure my elbow comes all the way over, and then I'm kind of high over the top, and now I've got him stuck here. There's a few options I could do from here. The common one would be to butt drag him flat and to gable him. But I'm a bigger fan of this little bit more advanced move called the far ankle tilt from here. What I'm going to do, let's say he boxed me out, I was looking for my 2-on-1 tilt, he boxed me out, okay? I dropped out to the side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look to the far ankle, and you can grab the hip too, however you do it, get him into your lap and get your bottom knee up here. Now, it's going to be very hard for him to roll that way, but he'll be able to roll through this way. And if he rolls through this way, it's too sloppy, it's going to get too loose, and I'm in some trouble. So, to contain him there, here I am, boom, I jump out to the side. To contain him there, when I pull, I'm just going to take this hand, and I'm going to put it right here. Go get out. Becomes very difficult. My elevator's in place. It's very similar to a 2-on-1 tilt. It's almost the same position, but I'm blocking him here. A good answer for comboing out when he rolls back to his belly is to sit up and look for my navy right here, because now I can get additional scoring opportunities by catching that. Rolling the wrist is a very important concept, and I'm going to show you one other place that you probably get to this position in and don't realize it. Sometimes, go down for a second, on your base please. You're out here, you're running a half from the knees, and you're able to catch that wrist and trap it. Now Pedro, do me a favor, do a push-up, get back up. He gets back up and I lose the wrist. But watch this. If I trap the wrist and roll it to the back of my hand, do a push-up. Come on, get up there. What's the difference? My wrist now all of a sudden is putting a lot of weight forward onto his arm. And that's something to look for. Let me show you that whole movement on how we get there. Usually, I can't stay up, don't let me get your wrist. I can't reach it. I start running the circle, it gets close, and I look to trap it when I can immediately to the back of my wrist. Now I'm going to be able to finish this half without much of a problem, putting his head on the mat, switching my knees, and knee bumping him over. Whoop. Short finish. And he's dead. The champ!